Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, I'm going to show you how to safely self-pop, crack, or release your upper back. Each one of these exercises works differently. To get the best results, go through them all and use what gives you the most relief. And as a note, so we don't have any angry chiropractors, these are not chiropractic adjustments. They don't serve to replace chiropractic adjustments. Instead, they're simple stretching exercises that may end in a satisfying self-pop, crack, or release in the upper back. With that being said, let's get started. So here's a really good method that we can do standing. For this one, we just need the edge of a door frame or a wall. What we're going to do is put our spine flush against that edge. To make it a little bit easier, just put your feet out in front of you and just lean your body weight into that edge. So what I'm going to do next is put my arms into a field goal or a U position. So my elbows are bent roughly at 90 degrees. What we want to do is lean our body weight back into that edge as much as we can, and then we're going to slowly start to wing our elbows backward at the same time. You're going to start to feel that your shoulder blades start to pinch around that edge, and if your upper back is locked up, you'll probably get a couple really good pops, and it usually feels really good. But don't try to force it. Instead, focus on a deep opening stretch. Hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds, release it, and then repeat this about 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So if you do have one spot that just doesn't want to go, it's being pretty stubborn and it's right on the verge of wanting to go, what you can do to take this one to the next level is build as much initial tension around the edge as much as you can. And at that point, what you're going to do is just wing your elbows like this, quickly backward. At that point, it's going to offer a little bit more of a stretch over that spot, and you might finally get it to go, but don't cause any pain or discomfort doing this. So a couple more movements that you can try to open up the back a little bit differently are by doing these. Instead of having your arms in a field goal position, what you can do is reach up towards the ceiling, have your arms in a Y position, and then repeat. Again, you're going to notice it opens up the back a little bit more, so give that a try. You can also take your elbows towards your side to create what I call the W, and at that point, repeat. But if you notice any of these positions right here are just offering more relief or giving you better results, at that point, throw some more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. So here's a really easy way to self-pop your upper back right at the edge of your bed. Start off by grabbing a pillow or towel and placing it right at the edge. It will firm the mattress up, make this a little bit more comfortable to do. So let's lie flat on our back and scoot backward till we get the point that we're looking to self-pop or crack right at the edge of our bed. From there, we're going to take our hands, put them right on the back of our head. Now slowly wing your elbows downward towards the floor as much as you can until it starts to feel like your shoulder blades in your upper back are starting to pinch. It's really important to try to build as much initial tension over that spot as possible. So once you feel a deep stretch, you're going to hold this and now press your head downward towards the floor. This will open up that spot right over your back that's at the edge of the bed, and if it is locked up, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or release. But don't try to force it. If it doesn't go, no big deal. Hopefully through repetitions, we'll get it to go. Try to hold this one for about 5 seconds, release it, and then repeat this about 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So if it feels like it is locked up, but it is like right on the verge of going, this is what you can do to get a little bit deeper of a stretch into that area. So this time around, what I'm going to do is build up as much initial tension as possible, but I'm going to quickly wing my elbows downward and my head downward towards the floor at the same time. So it looks just like this. Ooh, I don't know if you just heard it over that microphone, but I just got a really good pop. But I just like to do a quick thrust like that. Again, not to the point where it's going to cause any discomfort. Throw a couple repetitions in. You'll probably find even if it doesn't pop, it really opens up that spot and you'll get a lot of stiffness release. So again, if you want to try to take this one to the next level and throw some more movements in there to open it up, to get a little bit deeper of a stretch, instead of holding the back of your head, you can put your arms straight behind you like this and do the same thing of just lightly pressing your head and arms down towards the floor. It's much deeper, so build into that one to your comfort level only. But you can also start to tilt through your upper back to try to open up the back a little bit differently. So instead of keeping your upper back straight, tilt a little bit towards your left side and then repeat, and also a little bit towards your right. If you notice, if any of those positions, just open up the back a little bit more and you're getting better results. At that point, throw some more repetitions in until it finally pops or you're not getting any more relief. And this is just a really good method that you can do over the whole upper back. So this is what I call the Schoolhouse Popper, because I'm sure at one point in grade school you found the best way to self-pop your upper back was by using the back of your chair. Please let me know in the comments section too that I wasn't the only one doing this. So let's grab a large towel and place right over the top of our chair. And when it comes to the chair, make sure that the back is sturdy enough that when you press your body weight into it, it's not going to snap like a pretzel. So a metal foldable chair works perfectly. The next thing that we're going to do is position the spot in the upper back that we're looking to self-pop or crack right over the edge of that chair. What you want to do is just press your body weight into it so it feels like you have a really good contact point. You're going to take your hands, put them right on the back of your head. Now arch your back backwards like this, lowering your head towards the floor, and also wing your elbows backward at the same time. That spot in your upper back that is making contact with the chair is going to quickly open, and if it's locked up, you might get that satisfying self-pop, crack, or release. But don't try to force it. Don't go to the point of any pain or discomfort. And if it wants to go, it will go. If it doesn't, no big deal. Instead, hold this for 5 seconds, release it, and then repeat this 5 to 10 times. It may take a couple repetitions until everything loosens up and it finally will release. But again, don't try to force it. So a couple more movements that we can try to hopefully get that pop that we're looking for is by doing this. Let's lean our upper body towards our left side as much as we can and then arch backward. You're going to notice it opens up the back a little bit differently. So give that a try towards the left and also towards the right. If those positions are giving better results, just throw a couple more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. But if you really want to take this one to the next level, especially if you have that one spot in your back that just doesn't want to go, this is what we can do. Let's build back into our original stretch, try to build as much initial tension as possible over that spot. We're going to hold this and now quickly press back with our head and also winging our elbows backward at the same time. It's kind of like arching and thrusting backward like this at the same time. Do this lightly at the beginning, and then with each repetition you can build into it a little bit more. Again, not to the point where it's causing any discomfort, but that passive stretch will just open it up a little bit more and again give you that pop hopefully that you're looking for. And then from there, just position over the chair any spot in your upper back that's needed until everything is nice and loose. So one of the absolute best and safest ways to be able to self-pop your upper back is by using the foam roller method. For this one, I'm going to be using a 24-inch high-density foam roller. These are pretty inexpensive. You can find them locally at any sporting goods department. If you would like this exact one, I will leave a link in this video's comment section and description so you can get it online. So let's start on a floor, and what you're going to do is position the foam roller right here at the bottom of your shoulder blades. It's really important with this method that we do not go over the lower back because that can cause irritation, and that's the last thing that we want to do. So we're going to take our hands, put them right on the back of our head, and now slowly lift your butt upward like this until you're pretty much in a bridge position. The movement, very straightforward. Just allow your upper body weight, including your head and your shoulders, to just arch downward towards the floor, and then you're going to use your legs to roll up and down your back. And if it's locked up, you're probably going to feel like your back is a bag of popcorn. It's just going to pop, pop, pop like this. But what I like to do is just go up and down nice and slowly for about 5 to 10 repetitions. And you can deepen this method by just arching your upper back downward a little bit more. So to take this one to the next level, and especially focus a little bit more off to one side, what you can do is tilt your upper body towards one side. So I'm kind of just rolling a little bit towards my right, and then I'm going to do this. You can really go over the ribs a little bit more and also over the shoulder blades. So give that a try towards the right and then also towards the left. And if you find any spot needs more tension, just keep rolling over that spot until it finally pops or everything is nice and loose. So if you do have one spot that just doesn't want to release, what you can do is stop right over that spot and then just arch your head and back backward like this, kind of like thrusting down towards the floor. Just do a quick little thrust and you may find that it opens it up enough to the point where it will pop, but just don't try to force it. Focus on a deep opening stretch, and if it wants to go, it will go. Another method that you can do to really get a deep stretch is, instead of having your hands on the back of your head, put them straight back like this. Actually, that just caused my back to pop right there, but you just want to kind of reach backward like this, allow your head to go down towards the floor, and just press your hands towards the floor like this for a little bit of a thrust. Again, that might just be enough to finally open up your back and give you that satisfying self-pop, crack, or release that you're looking for. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.